How it goes. Where's your edge? We take the pledge. Soul crushing, take your money, never break a sweat. Yeah. You see me at your table, I'ma take the bet. You know that I'm a win, better pay your debt. Nothing's given, gotta hustle if you wanna make it to the top. Otherwise, you're just another flop. Life's a journey, yeah, you gotta promise that you're never gonna stop. Stay solid like a fucking rock. As a team that's united, we unstoppable. Yeah. It's gonna be difficult, but not impossible. No. This is war, so we come with our arsenal. Big dreams, so we act out radical. Teamwork makes a dream work. Yeah. For success, you can see that there's real thirst. And yeah, we got a full squad of professionals. Not talking average, no, but exceptional. Yeah, they always on point like a decimal. This is no fluke, no, it's intentional. We exploit our enemies' tendencies. No fancy GTOs, that's not the remedy. Yeah, raise your edge, push your confidence. Get your head up in the game, do your dominance. We increase your win rates, make your pockets thick. If you're down with the squad, then there's lots of chips. Crush with us, crush with us. If you're down with the squad, then there's lots of chips.
That should be it for the introduction. That was our very own Raise Your Edge song. So if you want to check it out, you can look it up on Spotify. Type in the search window just Raise Your Edge and you will get there. Super hype song. I heard like a few times a day actually the last few weeks. It's just a very good song. I like it a lot. But anyway, back to our topic. So what we did is we started at the bottom at, I don't know, 5 zoom or something. 10 NL zoom, and we worked our way up by exploiting our opponents and our opponents' tendencies in terms of bet sizings, lines they took, betting patterns, and how we like play exactly against that. We did it on 50 zoom too, on 100 zoom, and finally we reached 200 zoom. So this will be the most competitive step of the journey. I'm excited. I already looked at the lobbies, some good players in there. Goose Scorer is obviously named Stefan Sontheimer, very good player, probably streaming or something. I don't think this is his regular game. Yeah, lots of familiar names. I don't have any reads, like new computer, new Windows setup, so I'm completely readless, which is kind of good for the video, I think, because I can't take advantage of some sample size I have and make some decisions based on my HUD and stuff like that. I don't have a HUD, and I play on these beautiful Aurora graphics. So yeah, let's fire up some music, see how it goes, and see if we are able to find some leaks and maybe some weird lines in our opponent's game. Okay, let me fire up some other music here. This should work, I guess. Yeah, I think it's good. Okay. Here we go, another live play. And let's see if you can print some. If you ask me, this engine still looks questionable, but I think I can get used to it. It's not as bad as before anymore, so they improved it a lot. 5-9 goes into the mark. 10 deuce going to do some 3-betting here. Small blind versus big blind. I think around 50%, so I have to roll for it. 10-6 offsuit on the right, usually a fold. Roll for the, ooh, that's high. Let's go. Gonna open this one to 3x against someone who's not full stacked. I take these spots like all the time against people who are not full stacked, or when I know this might be a weaker player because they massively overfold their big blind to small blind steals. 10 deuce goes through as well, which is nice. And just basically have an any 2 card spot so often that I really want to go for these. And I would recommend doing that at lower stakes too. This works everywhere. This is not just 200. This works everywhere, obviously. Maybe we can play some fun hands against Mr. Sontheimer. Would love to do that. Using a small sizings everywhere right now. Used to go bigger button cutoff, but I think I want to take advantage of people playing pretty poorly against steals. So I'm just going to use one sizing for all today. Is music too loud? Maybe a little bit, right? I'll turn it down a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Yeah, this looks better. Queen 5, I think is okay for my sizing. If I go like bigger, I think Queen 5 gets pretty close in terms of opening. 9 deuce not going to do too much. Same for 9-6. So yeah, almost end of the year. I hope everyone had a good year, a successful year when it comes to poker and the grind. For me personally, it felt like, oh, it's January. Another lockdown, and then it's November. Like, what was in between? Ace Jack will be pure, I think, in these positions, cutter versus button, and then folding to a 4-bet. Eights can also do some calling, but I try to simplify my strategy and not do any cold calling on the button right now. And gonna range bet this one. And sometimes bluffing this. Range bet on the left, on the right too. Do I just want to still do it? His calling range is like so heavily weighted towards ace jack suited. Ace queen never has ace king, never has queens. Could be a little bit spewy. I think my blockers are pretty bad. This could be a river I would like to bluff. Is he folding ace jack or king queen ever? I can have 10s, I can have ace 10. So I think I'm going to bluff this one. Get him off king queen, ace jack. Probably over bluffing this spot. Not sure if I mind doing it. Jack 10 will be a mix. Now pure folding. And by mix I mean sometimes 3-betting, sometimes calling. 6-5 for my sizing will be 100%. Gonna see a flop with a queen deuce eventually. Oh, come on. Take it. I haven't played 200 Zoom in ages, so this feels like a real throwback. 10-8 I think is pure. Maybe this is too wide, but I think it's pretty high frequency. King 5 can do some opening. Don't see any reason to do it. If the big blind or the button, for example, would be short stacked, I would opt to go for it because the button position and the big blind position are the ones that play the most hands, and these should be the weaker players. If small blind is a weaker player, I don't really care because he doesn't play any hands anyway, or like not very much at least. Folding the 10-8 to the 4-bet. Usually folding this, but with my sizing, I think I can open a little bit more. Ooh, that's a rough flop. Not my flop, so I have to be careful. I have kind of good blockers. Slovenia. Get the country read. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put this into my big sizing. Should be okay. With my blockers can't really be horrible, I guess. This is what I try to say. Oh, come on. Do it. Do it. Who score? Do it. Oh, come on. Yeah, we will get him. We will get him. We're gonna hunt him down today. We're gonna hunt him down. Also, this weird leaderboard thingy is going on. So, yeah, I have 900 points right now. Remaining 250 hands. I don't know what I need to do. Probably my whole cards do something. And then I can win money, basically. So yeah, we will check it after the session. I hope it will. I mean, I could leave this open so we know when it's over. And then we will check if we got anything. How about a like content creator video recording good run? I would love to see that. 5-4 suited doing a little bit of 3-betting. Against min raise do more calling, so probably have to roll very high to make this a 3-bet. I think that's just high enough. 23% of the time. So if I roll a 77, that means I'm doing it 23% of the time, which is like the low frequency roll. So not going to bet range on this board. Caller has 9 7s, ace 9 suited, ace 7 suited. So 5-4. Could check bluff later. Yeah, could also be betting. I think it benefits the most from just betting and folding out king, queen, queen, check type of hands. Could be a mistake to not to bet this 100% of the time. But then again, can't really be bad, I guess. Uh, 10-8 is going to be a fold against another gun. Can do everything on this texture, I think. Small bets, big bets are fine. I have some future blockers for a queen and a king turn. Blocking queen 9, ace queen type hands. King 8 is going to be a 3-bet sometimes. Not on a 20 though. Oh, this is my flop. He should be very careful in c-betting this. And I should be very aggressive. Yeah, this is not a thing. I'm gonna go and attack this. I have all the 5-3 suited, I have 6-4, I have 4 deuce, and he lacks all of these hands. So he's not supposed to bet this flop like very wide. Yeah, and then he clicks it back on basically the best flop for my range, which is a pretty horrible plan. So his range never wants to pile money into the pot against my range, basically. That's the point. Obviously, I'm way too wide, and he might know that I'm attacking this way too wide. But I think the game plan is lacking something. Ooh, come on. Lox87, from what I can remember, I've heard that name sometimes. I think he's pretty loose, pretty aggressive. But doesn't really change my strategy. I'm just going to use a normal 4-bet sizing. 10-8 probably does lots of calling. Probably have to roll for this sometimes. Again, this is my board. I have 6-5 off, he doesn't. So I get to be aggressive. My 8 needs some kind of protection, and I'm not betting too many hands like 4-5 and stuff like that, so I will use a bigger sizing. How many points do I need? Can we sweat this? Like, how many points do I need to win? What's the... Okay, I need 6.5k to win. Okay. I have 1.5k. It doesn't look too good. Okay. 6.5k. Easy peasy. What did he win? W Coupe winner. And he's not full stacked. But that's maybe was a small tourney. Okay, let's go. Let's fire up some hands. So yeah, this is already like the first thing about like betting patterns, sizing tells, stuff like that. When we go back to the 6-4 deuce flop, betting a lot small and then clicking a bet against raises, I think already talked it through. Can't really be his default strategy. Likely this is just sizing or a line. This is just triggered by hand, so he just has a good hand and wants to play a big pot. Force is a little bit loose against the cutoff. Having the king of clubs is kind of nice. Not having hearts, kind of not so nice. But I think with an overcut to the jack and a nut shot, I'm going to keep barreling this. Also, this spot is like perceived super underbluff because he can have every 9x in the world. So I like to be aggressive. 10 of spades is not so good. I mean, it's not really relevant because 10-9 suited is 3-betting anyway. But yeah, we get the point. And now probably overbetting the river, because I'm like when he's not raising anywhere, basically he never has a 9, so he's always like on some kind of jack X. I have some good blockers for it, so I'm gonna flick in the 150% sizing. Also, not having hearts now is pretty nice. On the turn, it's not so nice. Queen Jack, I think I'm gonna give up. Hold your Jack 8 suited. Ollie, you can do it. I have a feeling this is not going to go through. Yeah, queen jack off. Yeah, but basically this is his hand, right? He never has a 9 because he is not check raising club, so this is like the best hand he can have. Which is just some, yeah, weird range construction, but this is like what all players are doing, so I kind of like attacking that. And my blockers are pretty good too. If like queen jack is his calling range, having a king, a 10, a queen will be always like kind of good. Not having hearts is pretty good. So yeah, I think I like that still. And like imagine how thin we can go for value. Like ace jack and better can all use this sizing and basically print. Probably not like the best reason then to overbluff massively. But I think king 10 will be fine anyway. 8-6 off, not gonna do anything. Queen 6-5. Do I range bet? Probably not. He has some connectivity between the 6 and the 5. And this is basically my weakest queen. Now, betting, when he snap checks turn, I think he's probably folding always. Yep. Timing tells are underrated, I tell you. Timing tells are underrated. Like these snap turn checks, never is a good hand. Never is a good hand. Never getting check raised. What do I need in my league? I need like strong hands, right, to make points. So probably aces and stuff. Okay, let's see. King queen will be pure 3-bet. Now open and then deciding between 4-betting and calling. This is his flop, so I'm not gonna bet a lot. I'm not gonna bet a lot small and then click it back. Okay, of course. Okay, check is good. If he snap checks the flop, he basically never has like some kind of strong hand. I have a spade in my hand. I have no showdown value, so I'm gonna start bluffing now. Very nice, very nice. King 9 suited, I think, does only calling. Pretty easy flop decision. Against range bet, it's even easier. After range bet, this turn is pretty good for him. If he snap checks the turn, probably his best hand is like a weak ace high. So yeah. Do I want to get the safe call from a queen? Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, I want to value bet ace high too. I want to get a call from a queen here. So I don't think I can overbet. I think this is too greedy. And still leaves room for him to just raise and rep a 9. Okay, nice. I think we got called by a queen, which is like huge. Yeah, king queen. That's basically exactly what the plan was. Nice that it worked out so well. Ace 4, 10, 8 deuce. Doesn't really have 8s, 10s. I have some backdoor equity, so I think flicking this into bet is okay. Not the greatest c-bet of all time. Not the greatest c-bet of all time. King turn, having an overcard. He was a bit stationary in the hand before, so I think checking and bluffing some kind of river cards is the play. Yeah, and I'm not going to bluff big. I'm attacking an 8 or a 10. I can easily have a queen, so I think block works good. Queen obviously never folds, the king never folds. 10 probably shouldn't fold, an 8 should fold. Okay, this is not a thing ever. I think. I mean, probably can some raises with like hands like, I don't know, Jack 9 that doesn't step the turn, Ace Jack that doesn't step the turn, But yeah, I would be suspicious if this is like a thing. And also my range is still uncapped. I have some flushes that I check on the turn. 6-5 is going to be folded a lot. Ace King! Points, points, points! King Deuce, not going to do anything. Not going to do any calling with Ace King. Going to be a pure 3-bet. Now I'm going to be pure 4-betting, I think. And then... yeah, probably calling it off anyway. Lucky number 69, come on. If evil jams, I'm probably folding. If this guy jams, probably have to call because he has a wider range. But still not super happy. Maybe just 4-bet fold as my best bluff. Could also be kind of good. Ace 10, I think, is going to be folded most of the time. Pocket tins. Tin tin, they say in Netherlands. Logio. No flop. Ace King again. Queen 8 suited can open sometimes if you have a read if button and big blind is fish. Don't really see that, so I'm not gonna go for it. I'm gonna go with quarter here. I don't have a quarter sizing. 5.7. Something like that. And then do lots of third, 1/3 on the turn. But I think on the club turn doesn't really accomplish too much. And now checking and hoping to show down against the queen. Yeah, this is basically never a bluff. So yeah, pretty easy decision. Kudos to him if he was bluffing. 4-3 I think is a fold. Calling 5-3 I think. Close though. 3x from a 50 big blind stacks. Who played? 25k hands. Yeah, with a fish in the big blind, I think I like calling. Not gonna do any calling here, but button seems to be fish. So yeah, why not? Oh, can we change flops, please? No. God damn. Oh, free card. That's great. What do we need? 6 of spades? Ah, the worst 6, like the up and down 6. Goodbye, 6s. A7 is a little bit loosey-goosey. 8-6-2. Maybe play a pot with Jack 9 suited. Big blind versus middle position. Don't think this is going to be a 3-bet at any frequency. Now things look different. I think squeezing is pretty good here. Kaboom. Oh, it's our guy again, the IP guy. Maybe he's a little bit tilted right now. I know this guy being like tight and yeah, not as experienced, so I'm gonna open the Queen 7. I remember the name from back in the days. So yeah. Like tanks, we get the jam. I see it coming. Or the 30 big blind 4-bet. Okay, we get a tank call. So he's pocket 10s, pocket 9s, ace queen suited, king queen suited, and that's about it, I think. And he's like all the pocket pairs that wants to call now. He calls his 7s, his 8s. Yeah. And now easy check fold. Yeah. Pretty easy for me to not make a mistake, I guess, on this texture. 5-7, I think, is a fold. 5-6 would be a call, I think. What about like a super fancy check rate with absolutely no equity? Like he has never 5s, he has never 3s or deuces. He has all of them. I think. He shouldn't, but he has. Yeah, I think this is like pretty strong. Can I watch this? Nice. Okay, we're gonna watch this. Just because I think I'm right like 100% of the time here. Yeah, again, he has like ace queen suited is probably his best hand. And the others like 10s, 9s. He has every set. If he checks the turn, he probably called 8s on the flop, which I think is pretty bad. Checking the 9s, right. Now he's debating of turning his 8s into a bluff. Or his 7s. Folding my 9s. Fun hand. Looks like a set to me. Like, how can you call 5s on the button and then call the squeeze when someone calls that? It's like so... And IP seems to have ace queen here. Damn it, no result. No result. I don't want a chest right now. Thank you. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like ranges are pretty face up. So it's pretty easy to put someone on hand. 6s probably have to roll for this. Whoa. Okay. Okay. No fun for us today. No fun for us today. Holding the king 10. Aces again. That's good for the leaderboard. And a limper from another gun. Ah, Cook. The Blom 21 guy from earlier. And a fish opening 3x. So what are we going to do here? Just go 3x and see what happens, I guess. He's half stack 2. Maybe some limp 4-bet right now. Would be an awesome spot to do it, Mr. Blom. Oh, mama. Oh. Oh, this is so good. This is so nice. Oh. This is what dreams are made of for every cash game player. Call, Lin. Call. I call too. I want to see a flop. Oh my lord. Please have mercy on my soul. Now after so much talking, I think we are losing this hand somehow. I'm gonna tank a little bit and then call as well. A7-7. I think small betting works best here. Could do some checking. Call. Good flop. Just jam, Mr. Blom. He could have queens though. So I would be happy to see a jam and kind of scared if I see a check. I'm scared. I'm scared. Like, what am I doing now? Like, probably I'm just all in right now, right? Yeah, I'm gonna tank a little bit. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is so obvious. I deserve that so much. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. Hit me. Casual quads. Yeah. I deserve that. King 5-8. Probably not gonna bet full range. Queen Jack I think is a good candidate to check. I deserve that. We put him in the bin like everyone, every single one of them. Got all 3 stacks in the middle and then we toast. I had a feeling about this. I had a weird feeling about this. Weird feeling about this. Yeah, this is not a thing, I think. I'm not going to fold. Hello, River. Hello. I think it doesn't accomplish too much by jamming there. He already reps like a better hand. Ah, probably he doesn't. Queen 5, Queen 8. King 5 is betting the flop. King 8 is betting the flop. 10, 9, Ace 10 gets there, but probably not bluff raising that too much. Ace 5 gonna be, 4-bet, but not against this deck. Ah, there might be a river race. I was a bit quick here, maybe. But then again, what's he calling, right? Is he calling off his Queen 8 there, his Queen 5, when I can have all the King Jacks, Queen Jacks, stuff like that? Questionable, I think. Questionable. Holy moly. Yeah, at least we got some content for the video. 937. I think I'm just gonna bet small. Some hands in my range definitely want to size up here. Hands like Queen Jack, Jack 10, for example. Hands like Ace 5, backdoor flush draw. So I think I could use a bigger sizing too. And this hand would certainly fit into the bigger sizing. 7 is a great card. Removes his bluffs. Now there are two sizings. One is like no overbet, then it's always air. And then if he overbets, it's always the nuts. So I'm gonna react to his sizings very sensitive here. And now on the 7, he has like lots of give ups, and he should protect his range by checking some nuts as well. What now is like my range wants to pile money into the pot against his bluff catches. So if he raises a hand like King 9, Queen 9, I want to play a big pot here. So no small sizings. I could just bet like 1/3 here too. It's a fine strategy, but it's like not exactly how it works in theory, I think. King deuce. King 9 going to fold. I think you want to have a big sizing here. I think betting small doesn't accomplish too much. If someone 3-bets, yeah, I think this just goes in. I think he's 3-bet calling 10s, ace queen, maybe 9s. So this is a value jam. He 3-bet pretty quick though, so I'm pretty confident that we are getting called here. Hashtag sizing tell, timing tell. Wrong on that one. Completely wrong on that one. 4,200. 100 hands left to go. So yeah, probably not going to make the leaderboard, I'm afraid. King 3, 6, King 3, Jack. Sorry, it's all me. I'll bet my full range, go from there. On the 10, I think my best bluffs are ace highs. At Queen X, obviously. Does he improve to anything? He never has ace queen. He has some Queen 9. So I think 75 works best here. Not having a 9 is good. Not having an 8 is good because I unblock his Jack 9, Jack 8 hands that might want to peel once more and then fold the river if I plan to barrel this one through. King 6 can do some. Okay, Ollie's a rag. This guy seems to be a rag. These are all rags, so I'm going to skip this. Not going to skip this one though. Small blind cold call. Against my sizing and a fish in the big blind, probably okay. Hits his range pretty hard. So I think I'm gonna be polar. Ace 4 backdoor flush draw could do some betting. 5, 6s. I'm gonna roll for it. I'm not really sure. Okay. On this roll, I think I'm just gonna go for it. But I think this is okay. Not like a super appealing spot. Yeah, take it. Fine hand. But then again, I have to ask myself, like, how do I construct my range? And what's the benefit of my hand betting on the flop? So I fold out some under pairs, I put pressure on some 8-7 suited kind of hands, and I have a backdoor flush draw as well, right? Yeah. Basically, that's the plan. I think this works better than checking and then try to bluff catch or bluff the hand later. No tough decisions so far. 7-9 deuce, I think I have big sizings. He connects pretty well between the 7 and the 9. He has the 10-8 stuff and the 6-5 and all these things. 9x, 7x, deuce x. Jack 10, I think it's a little bit close. But connect to call. Flopping tripperinos. He should bet small like all the time, and I should raise all the time. Yeah, we'll go for it. And then, since I'm polar, I'm using a 75% sizing. Getting called now. I want to set up for stacks. So small overbet is the play, I think. How about 26, 26? Jack 8 going to be an open. 7s. Yeah, no cold calling. So I'm going to roll for a 3-bet or fold. I think 500 zoom ranges always want to call that hand, or like at a super high frequency. But I like a more simple game plan, at least for preflop. Don't have to worry about what hands do I cold call, what hands do I 3-bet, board coverage, yada yada yada. Ben's man 8. You want to maybe stick it in? No. 8-7 cutoff against big blind I think will be a call. Good flop. A little bit something, something. I think he can bet range here. I think that's good. I don't have any raises, so I think I'm gonna just peel. Hello, flush. So now he should check a lot, and he should check a lot with his give ups, his ace jacks, his ace kings type of stuff. And my range wants to attack his give ups. So I have pocket 10s, I have 8-9 suited, stuff like that, and I want to bet this for small sizing. Like all of these hands have an interest of like betting small. So this is where I need to keep my ranges together. Against the 3x, I'm just gonna call. We're deep at 2. Bonus is for this sizing, he calls his aces and kings. And now on the river, I start to polarize. Now I have to like basically decide what hands to bluff, which would be hands like king jack diamonds, king jack spades, would be my bluffs. Jack 10 are my bluffs here, and they all want to go big. King 10 suited. So yeah, and he has like queen x in his check calling range as well. Sometimes we lose, obviously. He has hands like ace queen in his check calling range too, which is now calling. So the important thing is that you have to find your bluffs here. You cannot just bet 75 or something with your king jack and jam your flushes. You have to jam your bluffs as well. Otherwise, doesn't make too much sense. Man, 5k points, 60k hands remaining. We're not gonna make it. Good run is over. Oh, it's over. Purely open the queen 8 suited. What a beautiful hand. Sometimes even bluffing this as a 4-bet. Pocket 3 is going to be open raising. 7-6 is going to be a pure call against the small blind open. 2.5 even better. Hit me. Three's going to be a fold. Ace, queen, queen, check. Super suspicious. Like, this is always like ace 3 off, pocket kings. So I'm not gonna start to do any bluffing against that. I just check it down and lose like a man. You are not going to trap me. And now he bets like 3. With this ace 3. Come on, do it. Do it and let me fold. No. Yeah, I'm not going to bluff the 7-eye. I think there's 0 hands in his range that I'm going to fold. Yeah, I don't think he's folding that ever. King high check on ace queen queen. Yeah. This guy seemed to be a little bit crazy. Snap call flop, always weak, ace high, some 3x, some 8x. But I'm not a fan of trying to bluff these guys off strong hands. So I'm just going to take a free card here, try to hit the river. And now he snap checks. I have to bluff this, but I don't think he's not even folding a 3. I'm gonna bluff this. And hate it, because I get snap call all the time. This time it's go through though. But I hate the spot. On the other hand, we have 7 high, right? Ace queen suited is a nice hand. King 8 is a nice hand too. That's all you, All Bazaar 27. That's all you. I think especially Queen 10. Yeah, he's capped, that's for sure. Will do something crazy. I kind of hate calling this hand, but the price is so good. Can't help myself. Yeah, ace queen, especially with the backdoor flush draw, I think I never want to get check raised here. And this is a board where he can check raise a lot. So I'm going to take the free card here. Now on the turn, this is a pretty good card. I still get check raised quite often. Could roll for another check, I think. Miss on the left. Okay, call is nice. Call is very nice. So basically we're never beat now. He never has ace 10. He never has 9s. He maybe has 6, 7 of spades though, sometimes. But basically we're always good here. Okay, let's give him like a supermarket price of $29.95. So it's $59.90 for you. Thank you. What? How can you show up with ace king there? It's like so tight. It's so nitty. Typical 200 zoom rex, right? Middle position against button. Just calling the ace king. Yeah. 200 zoom. I don't like range betting this. So I'm gonna delay. The deuce and the 3 are pretty good cards for him. He has queen 2 suited, queen 3 suited, deuces, 3s, and hands like 4, 6. It all connects pretty well. Now I think I'm gonna do... that doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna bluff the river. Yeah, and against overbet, I think I have an easy fold. If he bets small, I think I have a pretty clear bluff raise. But against big sizing, I'm not gonna do anything. Like, how can he come up with the conclusion of calling ace king off there? So tight. Oh, god damn it. Yeah, some fun spots for sure today. Some fun spots. I was even saying thank you. Like, expecting to never be beat. Okay, he donks this. With one player behind it still uncapped, I think folding is the best play. "21 hands remaining." We're a little bit deeper, so I think the sizing is good. Check gonna be a pure 3-bet. Hope this really guy isn't going to jam. 50%, not gonna hit it. $996 is not kind of like super my board. He has like the same amount of 9x that I have. So I think half pot is good. Overbetting some turn cards, hearts, a 7 and 8. Stuff like that. Easiest fold of my life if I get check raised. Not gonna have overbets on this turn card. But it's pretty good for my range because 5-7 improves, 10-7 improves, and I step that all the time. My flushes are improving, so I think this is a barrel. But maybe he has like a flush again and just elects to call me down like the hero he is. That's a good run out. I mean, that's not like the greatest run out, but I think this is like a good run out for my actual hand to be a bluff. I don't think I have to go too massive because I want to bet a 7 and better now. So I think something like it's good. We got him! We got him! No action with top set though, which is sad. But we got him. Hard for me to find bluffs in this hand. I mean, this is why I said kind of a good run out. Because like, imagine you get barreled on this texture and then you have to put me on something like check 5 of hearts or something. Pretty hard to get hero called here. But then again, this guy seems to be like designing his ranges a little bit on the tighter side, so he might just check call a 9 on the flop or some interesting strategy. Probably should go bigger here. Kinda autopiloted this one. 10 hands, 6k. This is not enough. Do I do something fancy here? Because I have diamonds and I unblock all the king X in hearts and all the queen X in spades, which are calling anyway. I think I'm going to do something pretty crazy here and overbet the turn. Very thin. And then check back the river. And then win against king 9 of hearts, queen X, king 9 of hearts, queen 9 of hearts, 10x of spades, 8x of spades. Thin value, max value, max value. Oh, ace king, ace king. Is this enough for winning the leaderboard? No, we are short. 6.5, we need it. Okay, 3 hands, 2 hands. And then I'm gonna end the video too, I think. Pretty fun ride. Happy to be back in the 200 Zoom streets, at least for a session. This is going to be a check. Queen jack suited last hand, and king jack suited. Okay, let's just sit out, play these hands, and complete. Okay, and then we'll look what kind of plays we made on the leaderboard. Okay, king jack is going to be a very high frequency 4-bet in these positions. Since it's the last hand of the video, I'm just going to do it pure. King 4-6, I shouldn't really range bet. Do I mind though? Get it through. That's not the worst flop. I think I'm going to start with quarter. $10.10. And then do a lot of barreling. Snap call is never good. He has like ace jack suited. We have good blockers for ace jack suited. I would love to have queen jack because I think ace queen always plays this way. Ace king never plays this way. So king jack is not my best bluff. I think queen jack is my best bluff and king jack is probably second. But yeah, I'm gonna fire this. Also not blocking clubs is good. I'm probably not blocking clubs. Not bluffing clubs river. We won! Hey, okay. Now time for checking out the leaderboard. Let's see. Let's see where we're at. Number 5, 300 bucks. Easiest game of my life. Lost the aces to the queens, but got 300 back. But this has to hold, right? For like some amount of time, right? 16 hours, 7 minutes. Yeah, I think this is pretty tough to hold for 16 hours. But I will post in the Discord if I made it or not on the leaderboard. But yeah, we got number 5, which is pretty cool. Lots of cosense. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave me a comment or message me on Discord what I could do better. And I guess see you guys on the next one. Have a good November. Bye-bye.